H5P, yes, we have another one of them for you. We're looking at hotspots and how to create a hotspot, image hotspot in particular, that you can use to make your courses and your training materials more interactive. Remember, we're going to embed this in Moodle, but you can embed this in any other LMS, not just the Moodle 4.0 LMS, but I'll show you how to do that. So let's look at the image hotspots and see what it actually looks like as an activity. Quite simple. We have a picture, so it's talking about an image, and then it has hotspots, which are areas that you can click on. In this case, when you mouse over it, it zooms just in a bit, so you know that you've moused over. It also has an alt text there. When you click on it, it opens up some information about that particular object or area that you've clicked on. Really, really simple. You can go through each one. Notice it's opened them up on different sides as well. And in this case, it's opened up a video inside the content. And this one here has opened up a full screen video. So lots that you can do with these hotspots. It's quite useful. The second example we have for you is a map and the locations on a map, which is obviously quite useful because a map is usually an image. If you mouse over, again, it's a different color this time, but you can click on it and it shows you, in this case, Estonia, tells you a little bit about Estonia and the colors of their flag. Below that, we have another one, which is Latvia and Lithuania. So this gives you a really useful, practical, interactive object to be able to create. Let's go and have a go at creating one ourselves. Here we go. We go into our Moodle course, into our H5P demonstrations. We go down to experiments, make sure editing is on, choose add an activity, scroll down to H5P, and this activity is our image hotspot. Scroll down to the content bank, which is where we're going to add a H5P. Choose from add the image hotspot. So it should be down here under I, image hotspots. For this, it is our image hotspot experiment that we're doing. We need a background image for this. So we're going to select add and drop in our image. Uploaded our image. The alternate text for the background image is only if the background image can't display. So we can put in an alternate text, picture of a guitar, keyboard, and headphones. There is a default icon that we can use, the predefined one that we've already got, and here's the predefined list of types of icons. So we can choose any of those. I'll choose info for this one, just for something different. Or you can upload your own image if you'd like to create your own image icon. Then we can choose the color. In my case, I would like this to be some variation on blue. There we go. For our first hotspot, what we need to do is choose the area on the image where we want them to have to click. So this is where we're going to have our click area. And all I did there was just click the mouse. You'll see it's a little plus. You can zoom in if you'd like to sort of fine tune it a bit better and choose a particular location, but just here is fine for me. I'll just take that back. We have the option when the pop-up appears that has all of this content in it, whether it covers the whole image or just part of it. I'll leave it as part. We might choose cover entire background for one of them so you can see the difference. But for this one, we just need to say guitar is the header image. We then go into text and add some text. So each of the hotspots that you click on can have all of these different content objects that become joined together to make the whole sort of page, I guess you could call it. So I'm just going to put in some text here. I'm also going to add in a video. So let's go add item, choose video. The video will be one we choose from YouTube. So I'll just jump over to YouTube and grab a video. I'll grab this one here because it is one of me playing guitar with my daughter singing, or one of my daughters singing. So I'm just going to give it the title. I need to grab the YouTube URL as well. So I'll grab both of those, go in here and paste that into the YouTube insert, and there we go, that's done. Then there's all the typical options that you have for a YouTube video. So if you need to change those settings, autoplay, all that type of thing. Add item, we also have some more options which are an image and audio, but I won't do it on this one. We'll add an image on the next one maybe. So that's our first one, is the guitar. If we now jump to because we don't need that last content item there. There's nothing in it. We'll just get that out the way. We need to add another hotspot. We just choose add hotspot. This time it will be with the keyboard. And I'll type in here, the title is keyboard. We can again have some text in there. Text content is fine. It's just to show you that this is what's in there. Add item. For this one, I will just add in another video. Let's grab this one. This is a song I wrote and recorded using a keyboard. Played all of the parts and everything on. It's by a singer called Megan Longhurst. So I'm going to add that in as the title. Grab the video URL, drop that in as well, and select insert. And the last hotspot over here is on the headphones. This one here is just called headphones. In the content, I'm just going to put in here, learn to play your own music to listen to. So you can write and record your own music and it will sound cool. And something that will help you with that is if you learn how to play an instrument. And I'm just going to grab an image and add that in. And this is a learn to play guitar on Skillshare course that I wrote, which is really, really cool to do. And the hover text can be exactly the same as well. All right, I could put that hotspot over on the guitar because it's a guitar course, but it's okay. This is just for the example of showing you what it does. Let's hit save and see what we've done. What have we created? Here is our image. Here is our hotspots. So that looks cool so far. If I click on the I beside the guitar, it pops up with the title, some text and some information, plus the embedded video that will just play inside that for you. And for the keyboard, we have another hotspot. This one, when you open it up again, text, and in this case, a video. I'll show you the full screen one in a second. I didn't do that. That's what I was going to do with the second one. And the last one, click on the I and it gives you the title, the text that we put in, and then the image, or in this case, it's a screenshot about the music course that you could go and learn. Let's just make one change and go back to our first hotspot will do. It's quite okay. There's the background image. Here is our first hotspot. The option we had was cover entire background image. This is for the first one. So we're just going to do that and save and have a look at what the first hotspot looks like. Here's our hotspots again. Click on the first one and you can see now it fills up the whole page instead. It will continue to scroll if there's more text below that, or you can see the difference now between that and the other one, which shows where it's coming from and sort of fills up the side, whichever side is most appropriate for where the icon is. That's how we create an image hotspot. Let's add that to our H5P by going back to our course. In our course, we choose package files, go to content bank, and we're looking for our image hotspot experiment. We choose that, select file, save and display, and we now have our H5P content inside our page. We can go full screen with that too, so we can change it to a full screen, or we can switch back to our normal view. If I close that X, we can also see what the other ones look like. So there's our other hotspot and our last hotspot, and you can just keep adding as many hotspots as you need, and that's how you create a hotspot using H5P and put that inside Moodle. I hope that's been helpful to you. My name is Chris Richter. Let me know if there's anything else you'd like to know about H5P or the Moodle LMS or any other online education related information. Happy to help out. I'm Chris Richter. Talk to you again soon.